Genpact, you have about 87,000 employees, and you're deeply involved with AI. What would you say is right and what is wrong with the narrative of AI?
Robert, it's such a great question, and we've grappled with this. Our view is that the narrative on AI has over time become more and more negative. And who is the creator and the perpetrator of negativity? People like me, CEOs and all of us. And the narrative has become one of it's going to destroy jobs. It's going to get to a point where machines will run the world. That is not the way it's ultimately going to be. Technology has always found a way to actually increase the amount of work that needs to be done over time. Now, there is going to be a transition to that world, but I think we have to balance the narrative of, guys, here's the way to capture the positive, and here's the way to deal with the negative. This is not minimizing the negative. It's actually saying there is a negative, but there's also the positive. Let's together battle our way to the positive. What does that mean? It means we have to reskill our workforce. A big reskilling campaign in every company is needed. We can't go to colleges. We can't expect universities to teach this. We in companies have to teach. But that's also not good enough. Every employee has to get motivated to learn, because you can't invite people into the classroom and say, I'm going to teach you AI. It's got to be in the job. It's got to be in little bites. It's got to be the kind of thing that Coursera is doing and Udacity is doing, and it's those little bites that people can use and practice. So changing that narrative into the positive is incredibly important. The one last thing I'll say is, one of the missing narratives here is 2 billion people in the world out of 7 billion have very little access to healthcare, have no access to education, and have very little access to financial services. Why? It's too difficult to reach them, and it's too expensive. If we can use machines and AI to reach 2 billion people so that they can open a bank account to do what? To deposit 5 cents a day. Now, no bank today can deal with a deposit of 5 cents a day. It's too expensive. But people do earn and deposit 5 cents a day in many parts of the world. If I live in a village in China or in India or in Africa, and I just need to know if my sugar level is going up, that if I just know that, then I can prevent an increase in my diabetic reaction. Diabetes is a huge problem in the world. That is impossible to get done with the current medical profession. It's too expensive. But machines can help you. If I can get my cell phone to be able to tell me whether, and that's all AI. I think we have got to change the narrative into a positive.